Urgent, America's team fan, look at what just happened. Nobody saw this coming, huh? But first, make sure to subscribe to the channel because we bring you daily videos with the latest your team news, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. Cowboys' Robert Jones agreed to terms on one-year contract after it was reported that Chuma Edoga had agreed to terms with the Jacksonville Jaguars earlier in the day. The Cowboys added depth on the offensive line by agreeing to a one-year deal with former Dolphins offensive lineman Robert Jones. Jones, 26, has played the last 4 seasons at the guard position for Miami after going undrafted in 2021 out of Middle Tennessee State. In 2024, he started all 17 games at left guard and allowed 5 sacks and 28 pressures in 1,080 snaps. Last season was by far Jones' largest workload of his career, and he struggled at times in pass protection, posting a 54, 3 PFF pass blocking grade. The 2022 and 2023 seasons saw Jones take snaps at both left and right guard for the Dolphins, where he started 12 games playing 5 of 88 snaps at left guard and 279 at right guard. Over the course of those 2 seasons, Jones allowed 5 sacks and 23 pressures. Jones was fairly inactive in his rookie season after making the 53-man roster in Miami following a strong training camp, taking 71 snaps in one start for the Dolphins in 2021. Before closing out his final 2 collegiate seasons at Middle Tennessee State, Jones spent 2 years at Highland Community College in Kansas. He was originally from Rockford, Illinois. It's likely that Jones will compete with Brock Hoffman and TJ Bass for the right guard job after Zach Martin's retirement, unless the Cowboys add another offensive lineman through the draft or free agency to compete for the position. The job will more than likely be won by a player that wasn't drafted as Jones. Hoffman and Bass all entered the league as undrafted free agents. Pausing this news, just to say that if you want YouTube to keep recommending the latest America's team news to you, it's very important that you leave a like on this video. Thanks. Now let's get back to the news. Micah Parsons taunts rival teams. Roster moves. Dallas Cowboys edge rusher Micah Parsons is taking some delight in an NFC's rivals roster moves. Parsons had a strong reaction to the San Francisco 49ers' decision to release linebacker Leonard Floyd on Tuesday. Floyd's release is the latest in a series of moves the 49ers have had to make to open up cap space, which also led to the release of longtime fullback Kyle Juszczyk. "No more rookie QB Lowell, welcome to reality," Parsons wrote on X. The 49ers are set to work out a new contract with Brock Purdy this offseason that will result in a massive raise for the quarterback. Since Purdy was drafted with the final pick of the 2022 NFL Draft, he has been playing on the league minimum, allowing San Francisco to spend heavily on the rest of their roster. That luxury will be ending soon. The 49ers are having to trim salary to account for that reality. In addition to letting Floyd and Juszczyk leave, money is also a big part of the reason why the Niners traded Deebo Samuel. Several players who were already destined for free agency were also not resigned, including starting defenders Talanoa Hufanga and Charvarius Ward. Of course, the Cowboys face a similar issue with Parsons, who is going to get a lot of money very soon. Dallas already has a lot of money tied up in quarterback Dak Prescott as well. Parsons is undoubtedly aware of this and is probably pleased to see the 49ers dealing with the same issues that his own team has for years. Cowboys eyeing top available free agent to replace Jordan Lewis. NFL free agency is officially underway, and Cowboys fans are once again in the midst of a frustrating start to the offseason. Immediately after the negotiating period opened, the Cowboys lost veteran cornerback Jordan Lewis to the Jaguars. One of the longest tenured Cowboys, Lewis had one of his best seasons in Dallas and remains one of the best nickel cornerbacks in the league. The Cowboys haven't made a significant move so far to address their needs, considering the fact that Jerry Jones said he wasn't looking to be too aggressive in free agency this season. Cowboys fans aren't expecting a big splash. The latest report from ESPN's Jeremy Fowler, however, opened a door of hope for the fan base. Fowler said that Charvarius Ward is a name to watch for the Cowboys. The veteran cornerback, who spent the last 3 seasons with the 49ers, is arguably the best available free agent in his position now that DJ Reed is off the board. Whether Jones would be willing to break the bank for Ward is another question. Earlier in the day, Reed signed a 3-year, $48 million deal with the Detroit Lions. Considering the fact that Ward is the same age and a similar caliber of player as Reed, he would presumably warrant a deal in that ballpark. Ward missed 5 games last season and saw a decline in his stats across the board. In his last healthy season in 2023, however, he made the Pro Bowl and All-Pro second team. He was one of the most important players on one of the league's most elite defensive units. The Cowboys have Deron Bland and Trevon Diggs on the outside and will look to fill the slot with Lewis' departure. Ward doesn't have much experience there, so Bland would presumably move back to nickel like his rookie season if Ward were to join the team. Cowboys sign local prep phenom and number 3 overall pick day 2 of free agency is off to a quick start for the Dallas Cowboys. Owner Jerry Jones has inked his 3rd external free agent, signing New York Jets veteran defensive lineman Solomon Thomas on a 2-year deal worth a max of $8 million. Thomas, a Coppell High School graduate, returns home. The Cowboys address a dire position need by adding a guy with immediate impact potential. The 6'3", 295-pounder is a former 3rd overall pick in 2017 to the San Francisco 49ers. After 4 seasons in San Fran, he spent 1 year with the Las Vegas Raiders before playing the last 3 seasons on the Jets. In 2024, Thomas played in all but 1 game and finished with 26 tackles and 5 sacks career high. This signing comes after Monday's moves to bring in running back Javonte Williams and offensive lineman Rob Jones, 2 positions also with glaring depth issues. With Thomas being the first major splash by the Cowboys, free agency momentum has now gotten into full swing. A positive spin? The Joneses may not be listening to the disgruntled Cowboys faithful, but now they add a once-upon-a-time blue-chip local phenom who hopes to recapture his greatness. And now, America's team fan, I want to hear from you. What's your opinion on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I don't know if you know this, but your opinion matters a lot for your team. I'll be back any moment with more America's team news. How about them Cowboys?